guys, this is Kaizen and welcome back to the channel. Today I have something cool, and this is probably the best miniature painting brush ever. This is a amazing brush by Kimera Kolors, and this was super hard to find. I know you can order it in Pegaso site, which is their official site for Kimeras. So this is a size 2, and I am so excited to try it out. So this is a stone paper or a brush practice paper, brush stroke paper. There's so many names for this paper. What this paper does, it helps you practice brush strokes or airbrushing. Sometimes I use this to practice some exercises for airbrushing before I start painting. So with water, just water, you can make so many concept lines to practice your strokes, and then it dries in a few seconds, which is so great about this. So it always dries so fast no matter what. Again, just only use water, because if you use paint or such, it will obviously stain. So again, just use this to practice, and I highly suggest that you guys grab one of these to practice before every you paint. Do some exercises, do some swirls, do some stippling practices, and do some straight lines or cross hatching and feathering, right? So this is a good paper to practice on. So this is the Kimera Luxury Sable. So this is its tip right here. It's a filbert that's half round. So you can see it's squish, right? Like a squished flat. It always maintains a sharp tip, especially when you're making lines. Always. No matter what angle we do, it's always going to be a straight, consistent line, and that's what really makes this brush such an amazing brush. Because with rounds, I'll pull out a round here. This is Da Vinci Maestro Series 11, one of a banger brushes out there. So this is a round brush, right? So when you does a pressure into the brush, the tip usually fizzles out or does that kind of technique. It flattens itself out. To maintain the tip, you have to twirl the brush a bit. Even with my students, I always tell them to always twirl their brush and make it as like a muscle memory, just to maintain the tip, because you have to twist the brush to always keep it sharp. So I do this with little strokes, little by little. If you've seen the Korotoga pencils, every time it touches the paper, it makes a turn to maintain the sharpness of the lead. It's the same logic with the rounds. So make sure that you always do that with rounds. Whatever Kolinsky brush brands that you buy, it's always in the mind of a watercolor artist, because it gives organic brush strokes. It really varies in shade depending how you press it, right? So when you press it, the pressure is different, say when it goes the angle, because usually they're used to make paintings of nature and urban sketching and stuff. So you really want those organic brush strokes. So sometimes if we do freehand or we want to make clean strokes or texturing or feathering, it's kind of an extra effort because you have to twist the brush to maintain the sharpness. But with this one, you highly doubt you need to do that. This is what the advantage of this brush is. And I really love Kimera for really thinking about a brush for miniature painters. So if I did fudge up, I would just tap it in the edge and it will maintain its tip again, which is really cool. So no matter what happens, no matter how I press it, it will always be sharp. Even when I press it, really making big broad strokes, let's say I'm base coating an entire mini, and then it will be sharp again, and then I can do the other side, always sharp. So usually I would use the sides. It's kind of hard to break the habit of twisting the brush because it's not around. You don't need to do that, so it's an extra learning curve, but it's not that kind of hard. Maybe 30 minutes of practicing, you'll able to do it. The problem is you can't use this for stippling as much because it's always going to form a straight line which is difficult if you want to stipple. See, it just makes that feather-like stroke, and you don't want that when you stipple. So I guess use your rounds for that, because this will always be a straight, consistent line. So if you're gonna do a freehand or do a little bit controlled texturing, this is the best brush for you. And I think this is the best brush, because I don't need to do that action and my hand won't feel tired quickly if you're painting so long or like 4 to 8 hours. That is such a relief, and this is why I really love this brush. So of course I use the brushes to paint a bus here. This is Kaisa from CA3D, and painting it with ARCUS Hobby paints. Thank you, ARCUS Hobby, for sending this amazing paint set. So after painting, this is my finished Kaisa bust. So as you can see, I was able to do like the texture of her second skin, as she calls it. Her technically suit that gives her cockroach powers, which is nice, and I really love it. I was able to do a lot of amazing strokes with it, and able to do a little bit of lighting, and yeah, airbrushed the OSL. So yeah, that's pretty much the testing that I need for this brush, which I also like about, because I technically don't need any brush below 1, because their size 2 can basically do everything that I need. Like the smallest dot that I need for eyes, it can do it. It's always sharp anyway. If I were you, please get one of these. Are they cheap? No. I probably spent 2,000 to get this. And if you're wondering where I got this in Japan. There's a store there that actually sells Kimera stuff, but they didn't have the wet palette. I really wish they did. If they did, I will buy it, but they did not. They only had the brush and some paints, which I also forgot to get the paints. I wish I also got the paints. I also tried contacting Kimera, maybe sponsor, but no, they never reached out back. So yeah, and if you're wondering if it's cheaper to get in their official site, because of whatever is going on in the world, in DHL, FedEx, UPS had this announcement that they're increasing prices already because of the hula hoops that they have to do because of whatever tariffs. It's very confusing. As us, a business who also imports and exports stuff, it's really kind of hard now. And when I buy something from the other side of the world, the import taxes is not even a definite number. It always changes. And if you're thinking, okay, it's free import tax if you order below 10K, that is not true anymore. You're still gonna pay amount of percentage of whatever you buy. So if the higher whatever your purchase is, it's the higher the import tax. So I don't know how they compute it. Sometimes it's 5%, sometimes it's 10, sometimes it's 20. I don't know. It's weird. I wish there's a definite number about this, an explanation. DHL, UPS, and FedEx can never explain this to me every time I complain about this. Even I order the same goddamn thing. So yes, but if you get a chance to encounter one of these, this is a must-have brush to your collection or to your hobby. And please, Kimera, if you're watching this, can I ask for paints? I really want to try them so badly in your wet palette too, because if this is cool, probably they will be cool as well. So yes, please. That's pretty much it, guys. If you have questions or maybe some suggestions, because I have so many things that I need to try out. I ordered a lot of different brushes as well. And thank you guys for supporting this channel and people who supports me on Patreon or in our local hobby groups here in the Philippines. Thank you so much, guys. And see you guys for the next video. Bye-bye.